I took my family to the park yesterday, and the funniest thing happened. My son, who ordinarily loves to slide down the slides at the park, decided for whatever odd reason he wanted to go up the slide. And so he would try his best to go up the slide and then slide down and fail. He would try to go back up the slide and go down the slide and fail again. And it happened several times. And eventually he got to the point where he would look at me and reach out his hand for me to help him up the slide. But I was trying to teach him a valuable lesson that if you are going to use the play item in the wrong way, you're not going to get my help. And you may eventually get successfully up the slide, but it will not be with my help. And I wonder in our life sometimes if this is a greater spiritual principle. We are trying to chase and pave our way towards success, and then we continue to fail, and then we look around asking ourselves, where's God, where's God, where's God, without actually sometimes stopping to think, is God in the midst of my plans? Am I actually following in alignment with God's will? Because I really believe if we try to do something to be successful not in God's way, we're not going to receive God's strength or God's help. And I think it's really important. I was reading a Psalm 127, that said that if the Lord is not with the builders will build in vain. And I think it's so important for us to recognize in our lives that if we are trying to live out purpose filled, successful lives, we have to follow God's plan rather than trying to do things in our own strength and do things in our own way and have God accompany us along the way. Following God's way will lead us to our intended purpose. Just as I wasn't going to help my son unless he was using the play equipment correctly in our lives, we will not be successful in life if we are not following God's will. We may get to where we want to go, but it will not be with God's help and with God's strength.